Top 7 things HVAC technicians do in a typical workday in 2026. So you want to know what HVAC techs actually do all day? Not the polished version, the real one. Look, I've been in this game for 3 decades. Started as a sheet metal union apprentice at 20. Spent 5 years learning, then 3 years as a journeyman. 6 more as a foreman running crews. Then I said screw it and started my own HVAC company 16 years ago. 50 years old now, and I've seen some stuff. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Because what you see on Instagram, that's not the job. What your buddy told you, half true at best. Today I'm breaking down 7 things HVAC techs actually do every single day in 2026, and we're not going to sugarcoat it. Number 1, the morning briefing. Every single day starts the same way. You roll into the shop at 7 a.m., maybe 6:30 if you're that early bird type. I was never that guy, by the way. I was more like 10 minutes early. And before you touch a single tool, before you load the van, you're sitting through the morning briefing. Your dispatcher hands out the day's service calls. Or like we do at my shop, you have access to your app, so you open that up. Residential, commercial, emergency, maintenance. You're getting addresses, customer notes, equipment info. This is where you find out if today's going to be easy or absolute hell. You might get simple thermostat replacement, nice elderly couple, easy access, or crawl space, no power. Customer says it smells like something died. Good luck. Guess which one you're getting most days? Here's the thing nobody tells you. This briefing is critical. You're planning your route, checking if you have parts on your van, coordinating with other techs. In 2026, we're using apps and digital dispatching systems, but it's still the same game. You got to be organized, or you're going to waste half your day driving back to the shop for parts you should have grabbed. If you've ever dreamed of financial, location, and time of freedom, listen up. My brother Shane created the content growth engine, and I'm not just saying this because he's family. I'm a student and a member myself. In just 1 month, I had my first $214 day. By month 4, I had a $445 day. And by month 5, I had a $519 day. It's a simple, proven system for growing your YouTube channel and earning a full-time income in less than 4 hours a week. No marketing background, no tech skills, just results. The link is in the description and pinned in the comments below. Go check it out and start your freedom today. Number 2, Plain Detective, aka Diagnostics. This is where the actual work starts. You pull up to the house. Customer says their AC isn't working. It's 95 degrees outside. They're sweating. Their kids are crying. The dog looks miserable. And you're the hero they've been waiting for, except you don't know what's wrong yet. Could be the compressor. Could be the capacitor. Could be the clogged filter. Could be they just turned the thermostat to the wrong setting and don't want to admit it. That happens more than you think. So you start running diagnostics. You're checking refrigerant levels, testing electrical components, looking at airflow, using gauges, multimeters, temperature guns, all the tech stuff. And in 2026, you got even more tools. Smart diagnostic apps that read system codes, thermal imaging cameras, remote monitoring systems. But here's the reality. All the fancy tech in the world doesn't replace experience. You got to know systems. You got to understand how air flows, how refrigerant cycles work, how electrical circuits behave. It's like being a mechanic, but for buildings. And when you figure it out, when you nail the diagnostic on the first try, man, that feeling never gets old. Number 3, fixing stuff. The main event. Once you know what's broken, you fix it. Sounds simple, right? Yeah, no. Hey everyone, if you're having some trouble deciding what trade career to choose, check out Course Careers. Talk to Coura. This is Course Careers' new AI career counselor. Coura will help you decide if HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, or supply chain coordinator fits your goals. And then you could start the free intro course that suggests just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course will show you exactly what the job is like day to day and teach you how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in my description and pin in the comments below for you to check out. All right, back to the real work. You're replacing a compressor or swapping out a blower motor or installing a whole new system. And let me tell you, this is where you earn your money. You're lifting heavy equipment, crawling into attics where it's 130 degrees, working in tight spaces, dealing with sharp metal, connecting refrigerant lines, wiring electrical components. One mistake, system doesn't work. Customer's pissed. You got to come back. But when you do it right, when that system fires up and cold air starts pumping, that's the reward. And here's what people don't get. HVAC techs in 2026 can make serious money. Entry level, you're looking at 40K to 55K plus. Experienced techs, 60 to 100K plus. Specialized commercial guys, 90 to 120K plus. And if you go contractor like I did, sky is the limit. I know guys clearing 200K, 500K plus a year running their own crews. You just got to put in the work, get your certifications, and build your reputation. Number 4, talking to people. Yeah, you actually have to. Here's what nobody tells you when you're thinking about HVAC. You're not just a technician. You're a salesperson, a teacher, a therapist sometimes. I'm serious. Customers want to know what's broke, why it broke, how to prevent it, how much it costs. Can they do it themselves? No, Karen, you can't recharge your own AC system with a can from AutoZone. You got to explain complex technical stuff in normal human language. And some customers are great. They trust you. They appreciate you. They offer you water. Others, they're watching your every move like you're trying to rob them, questioning every charge, asking for second opinions while you're standing right there. It's part of the job. You got to have people skills, communication, patience, because at the end of the day, you're in their home. You represent your company. You're the face of the business. And if you're good with people, you'll get tips, referrals, 5-star reviews. If you're not, good luck keeping your job. Number 5, maintenance calls, the bread and butter. Not every call is an emergency. Actually, a huge part of the HVAC work is preventative maintenance. You show up, customer has a service contract, you're doing a seasonal checkup. Spring, you're prepping the AC for summer. Fall, you're getting the furnace ready for winter. You're changing filters, cleaning coils, checking refrigerant, testing safety controls, lubricating parts, inspecting ductwork. Honestly, these are the easy days. Nothing's broken. Customers not panicking. You're just making sure everything runs smooth. But here's the secret. This is where techs make money because you're finding problems before they become emergencies. Hey, your capacitor is going bad. We should replace it now for $100. Or wait till it fails in July when it's $200 plus and an emergency fee. Preventative maintenance keeps customers happy and you keep you employed year-round. In 2026, a lot of companies are pushing maintenance contracts hard. Reoccurring revenue, steady work, smart move. Number 6, paperwork, the part everyone hates. All right, real talk. You thought you'd just fix stuff and go home? Nah. Every single job you're doing paperwork, service reports, invoices, parts used, time spent, before photos, after photos. In 2026, most of this is digital. You're using apps on your phone or tablet, uploading to the cloud, sending invoices via email, but it still takes time. And if you're running your own business like me, you got even more paperwork, estimates, contracts, permits, insurances, payroll, taxes. Nobody tells you this when you're starting out. They show you the sexy stuff, installing systems, making money, being your own boss. They don't show you sitting in your truck at 6 p.m. finishing paperwork from the day. But that's the job. You want the good parts? You deal with the boring parts. And honestly, if you're organized and you keep up with it, it's not that bad. Let it pile up though, you're screwed. Hey, a quick break here. If you want to take a free intro course on how to land a job in the trades, click in the link in the description below, pinned in the comments. Number 7, never stop learning. This industry moves. Last one, and this might be the most important. HVAC is not a job you learn once and coast. Technology changes, equipment changes, regulation changes. New refrigerants, new efficiency standards, smart thermostats, heat pumps, ductless systems, geothermal. Every year, there's something new. And if you don't keep up, you're going to get left behind. I'm 50 years old, and I'm still learning, still taking classes, still getting certifications, still figuring out new systems. EPA certifications, you need them. Manufacturer training, better get it. Electrical codes, you better know them. But here's the cool part. The more you know, the more valuable you are. The more you can charge, the more opportunities you get. HVAC's not going anywhere. Buildings need climate control. Always will. And the techs who stay sharp, who adapts, who invests in themselves, those are the ones making 6 figures. Those are the ones running successful businesses. Those are the ones with job security for life. So if you're thinking about the career, don't just think about the money today. Think about where you'll be in 10 years, 20 years. This trade can set you up, but you got to put in the work. So there you have it. 7 things HVAC technicians do every single day in 2026. Morning briefings, diagnostics, repairs, customer service, maintenance, paperwork, learning. It's not glamorous every day. It's hot. It's cold. It's dirty. It's hard work, but it's honest work. It pays well. It's stable. It's real. And if you're willing to show up, learn the trade, treat people right, you can build an incredible career. I did. Started with a van, tools, and a dream. Now I'm running my own company, helping the next generation figure this stuff out. You can too. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered trade career advice, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Oh, and one more thing. What did the refrigerant say to the compressor? You put too much pressure on me, man. I need some space to expand. Peace out.